pagbati na may ngiti sa aking mga labi. Naghahanap ba kayo ng makakatuwang sa pagre-review ng inyong anak? Meron yan sa DepEd. Ang ETUlay online tutorial ay libre at handog ng ating kagawaran sa pangunguna ng OUA ICTS EdTech. Ito ay isang proyektong makatutulong sa mga mag-aaral, katuwang ang mga magulang o kasama sa kani-kanilang tahanan para masagutan at maunawaan ang mga modules. Hangad din ng programang ETUlay ang matulungan ang ating mga guro sa kanilang mga blended learning classes. Ang ating ETUlay ay mula kinder hanggang senior high school. Bukod sa academics, meron din tayong mga special programs gaya ng All is Wellness, Reading and Math Remediation, Storytelling, Mommy Tech Talks, Classes sa Gramatika, Speech Class, Financial Literacy, at marami pang iba. Pinalawig din ng ETUlay ang ating Alive program para sa mga mag-aaral mula grade 1 hanggang grade 3. Gayun din ay mayroon tayong ALS program at SPED tutorials na makasisigurong makakamit ng lahat ang inclusive education. May SPED hotline na rin para sa inyong mga katanungan patungkol sa special education. Kaya, subaybayan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, mula 9:00 ng umaga hanggang 7:00 ng gabi ang ating ETUlay. Sa ating pagtutulungan, maiaangat natin ang bawat isa. Ating itutulay ang pagkatuto upang di mapigil ang pag-aaral ng kabataang Pilipino. Itulay natin ito, sulong edukalidad.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Hello there, what's up everyone? Welcome back to yet another session of the DepEd EdTech Unit ETUlay online tutorial program for you, our dear learners throughout the Philippines. And I'd like to say hi to Joseph Conrad Balaklak. Thank you so much for being such an avid learner ng ating ETUlay program and other DepEd TV platform that we have here on the Department of Education online services. Ayan, maraming salamat sa inyo na nakatutok this afternoon sa ating ETUlay session. Once again, I am Tutor T or Tutor RJ Telia from SDO Cavite Province, particularly in Noveleta National High School. And yeah, I'm excited to be part of your learning session this afternoon. Hello po, Tutor T from Ma'am Ian Grace Salvador. Hi, ma'am. I hope you are also ready and prepared for your upcoming ETUlay tutorial for front office services later after this session. You guys catch that up as well, because Tutor Maria Teresa and Tutor Mian are going to share you great insights about the front office services. And for this time, we're going to talk about answering and talking on the phone. We are on the final quarter of our school year this year, right? Isn't that exciting? Diba? We are on week 4. That means we will only have or we only have 4 weeks to go, and you guys gonna finish up another wonderful and learning packed experience sa buong taon, 'di ba? Kaya sige, tuloy na natin ito. Naumpisahan na natin, no? At paki-invite na rin ang mga classmates ninyo who are taking up contact center services for your TLE subjects in grade 10. And at the same time, if you guys can share this session sa inyong mga Facebook feed or Facebook page para mas maraming maabot ang ating ETUlay program, 'di ba? Mas maganda. Ayan. So last week we had discussed we actually had practices, mock calls in the previous weeks. And I actually asked you guys to create your own mock call script so that you can practice. At the same time, I demonstrated to you guys how to conduct a call, diba? Applying the skills that we were teaching at the from the previous episode. So ngayon naman, tutulungan ko kayo so that you can refine your mock call script at malaman nyo anong gagawin nyo syempre during the mock call. So how would you be able to demonstrate yung tamang pamaraan ng pag-handle ng mga tawag kapag nasa call center na kayo? Okay? Ayan. So gusto ko muna i-acknowledge yung mga tao behind the learning modules that we are using for this school year sa TLE Contact Center Services. Our writer, Ma'am Lady Raymilin Carla T. Occidental, together with her editor, Melissa N. Vasquez, reviewer Heidi S. Garrido, illustrator, Emmanuel D. Ubaldo, layout artist and management team, together with the entire leadership of DepEd schools divisions of Pasig, 'di ba? Masayang-masaya kami sa paggawa nyo ng mga learning modules so that we can utilize them in our online platform, the ETUlay tutorial for this afternoon. All right. And I also want to say thank you rin sa aking principal as supervisor na nag-allow sa akin to be part of the ETUlay program. Ma'am Noreline Narciso, my principal, and my supervisor, Ma'am Carolina Magallanes. Maraming salamat mo for giving me this opportunity and providing me time and support para maging bahagi ng ETUlay program. Ayan. So our objectives for this afternoon are rather. Okay, we have 3 objectives. At the end of the learning period, the student should be able to identify the proper ways of answering and talking on the telephone. Ayan, napaka-importante niyan, 'di ba? Para alam nyo paano ba sumagot at makipag-usap sa telepono. And then apply the recommended ways in the given scenarios. And number 3, appreciate the importance of professionalism or being professional in taking a call. Okay, so let's have our pre-test first. So this will serve as your kind of a window of what we are going to learn for this afternoon. And at the same time, this will somehow get you to remember if you have, if any, stock knowledge, 'di ba? At madadali itong mga question nito. So I guess you guys could answer this pretty easily. So you can comment on the comment section ano yung sagot nyo sa mga tanong na ito. So let's start with number 1. When answering the telephone, use blank greeting. Is that colloquial, B, informal, C, professional, or D, vulgar? I think the answer is pretty obvious. You guys can comment your answer in the comment section below. Okay, I'm waiting for your answers, guys. Again, when answering the telephone, use blank greeting. Is that A, colloquial, B, informal, C, professional, or D, vulgar? Of course, we wouldn't We should not be um, speaking in a vulgar way, di ba? So we would exclude this right away, the vulgar one. Informal. Remember, we are in a professional world. We are in corporate world rather. When you are in the call center firm or business, dapat lagi tayong professional. Okay? So the answer would be letter C, professional. Ayun, di ba? Letter C. How about number 2? The greeting should be kept A, concise, B, extended, C, lengthy, or D, prolonged. I think all three of the choices here are synonymous, except for one obvious answer. Okay, you guys can comment your answer in the comment section, or you could write down your answer in a piece of paper. And if your subject teacher would require you to actually report that you attended this ETUlay session, you can grab a pen and paper for you to write down your learning journal, diba? And since we're using the learning module from SDO Pasig, if you guys have that module, so probably, not probably, for sure, you're gonna have this um, the same pre-test, diba? Okay, the answer is, of course, concise. So when you greet your customer, make sure it's concise. So that's not the greetings is important, but it's not the um, purpose and all of the call, 'di ba? Hindi yan yung pinaka layunin ng tawag. So be concise. Number 3, your voice on the phone is sometimes the only impression of your company a caller will get. Which sound of voice should be avoided? Yan, kapag nakikipag-usap. Letter A, okay, ang tanong ha, which sound of voice should be avoided? Is that letter A, cold voice, B, enthusiastic voice, C, ready voice, or D, warm voice? All right, so as you can see, all of three of the choices actually again are synonymous except for one. So the answer for that is letter A. And I hope you guys could, even though you could hear the noise, the background noise outside, and my electric fan right beside me, can still hear me properly. Number 4, as an alternative for buzzword no problem, um, the following can be used except, okay, letter A, all right, B, certainly, C, okay, or D, very well. Okay, which is the one we shouldn't use as an alternative for buzzword no problem? Is that all right? Is that certainly? Is that okay? Or D, very well? Let's go find out. The answer is okay. Ayan. So most of the time, we gonna hear your tutors, me in particular, you can hear me say okay a lot of time. Okay is such a buzzword or sometimes a filler, or sometimes we use that to let our customer or let someone we converse with that we are paying attention or we are responding to them. Diba? We use that okay. Diba? Pero we can still use that, but do not use it too often because it's gonna be a buzzword, 'di ba? Kapag palagi mo nang ginagamit. So use some alternative words instead. Okay. Number 5. How will you get the details completely and accurately? That's the question, right? How would you get the details completely and accurately? Is that A, be alert and on point? Letter B, do something else while on a call? Letter C, guess the other details if delivered unclear. And letter D, do not repeat for confirmation of the details provided. 'Di ba? Ano ba dyan yung gagawin mo so that you'll have accurate and complete details whenever you are having conversation on a telephone. Okay, let's find out the correct answer. There you go. The correct answer is be alert and on point. So that means you pay your 100% attention, or you give your 100% attention, all ears, when you're speaking with your customer. All right. So be alert and on point. That means you are not sleeping while on a call, because sometimes that might happen, especially if you're really, really tired and sleepy, diba? Pero there are things we can do to make sure that we avoid that, especially you guys are going to be working um, night shift, diba? You don't know. Maybe you'll be in a day shift, but most probably you'll be in a night shift, diba? Now, so for many companies, their call center is one of the most important factors in the customer service strategy. Okay, so it makes a difference in a company. If a company has customer service, um, if they're providing customer service, and since we are in the information technological age, internet era, and it's easy to connect via telephone, via our mobile phones to our service providers, to our to the stores or to the company from which we avail service or products. We tend to call our we tend to call them. That's the easiest way to go, right? So um most of us customers, no, if you put yourself in a customer's shoe, diba? We call customer service because we want assistance, sometimes clarifications, and sometimes we want to clear out our complaints, diba? Our issues about the products they provided to us. And most often, diba? Nakakaramdam tayo ng dissatisfaction when we are unable to um, speak with competent agent, 'di ba? Kapagka nahihirapan siya to address our issue or our concerns, our problems, 'di ba? So, importante ito sa mga kumpanya na makapag-train, makapag-hire sila ng mga call center representative or customer service representative who are really competent in doing their job to handle calls, process transactions for them, 'di ba? You are going to represent those companies that you'll apply for in the future, 'di ba? Ayan. So, yun yung importansya nito. Now, punta natin yung pagsagot ng tawag. The question is, why the way you answer the phone is important in creating the image of your client's business. 'Di ba? You're representing your client, then you're the customer service representative, an agent, and you receive a call or you call someone out if you're outbound, and you're representing your client, your client's business, say a healthcare product, an insurance, internet service, what else? Technical support service of tech company, di ba? Bakit the question is why the way you answer the phone is important in creating the image of your client's business. Okay? You guys have any answer for that? All right. So I'm gonna give you one thing. Okay. Why is that important? Um, Most businesses today, because of the platform that we have, the online platform, most of the businesses have a worldwide reach. So ibig sabihin, they cannot have this face-to-face interaction with their customer. And the only way that they can interact with their customer is through you as a customer service representative, as an agent. And therefore, that's the number one reason why is it important for you to answer the phone in a professional manner, because that's one of the ways in which you build up your client's business, 'di ba? You build your client's business to the customers availing their service or their product, 'di ba? So, yun yun. Kaya dapat yung pagsagot pa lang ng tawag, hindi na dapat maging challenge sa atin. Dapat ngayon pa lang prepared na tayo and ready tayo to face that challenge and that heavy responsibility on your shoulder in the future. 'Di ba? Yung pag-answer pa lang ng tawag. So how would you answer a call? Now, to answer a call, use a professional greeting like what we keep saying, early on hanggang ngayon, 'di ba? Until now. So don't just say hello. So we are accustomed to just saying hello when somebody called us. We answered the phone and we just say hello, 'di ba? That's enough for a casual conversation. If you're not in a business world, if you're not a call center representative, if you're not the front desk assistant, 'di ba? Pwedeng hello, that's okay. But when it comes to call center firm or business, don't just say hello. When you say hello, you have to thank the customer after that, no? Hello, thank you for calling. Introduce your company, the brand. Thank you for calling. This is ETUlay and you're speaking to Churotsi, di ba? So yun yung brand, yung ETUlay, di ba? Hello, thank you for calling ETUlay. You're speaking with Churotsi. And then that's it. Keep the greeting short and concise. Di ba? Ang iksi lang. Thank you for calling ETUlay. This is RJ over a recorded line. If that is a part of the spiel, ganun lang. Ganun lang kasimple. Ganun lang kaiksi ang greetings natin. So use a professional greeting. So make sure you don't just say hello, but you also thank your customer for calling and you introduce the company and introduce yourself. Make yourself known to your caller. 'Di ba? So, ginawa nyo ba yan sa inyong mock call script? Okay, if you didn't do that in your mock call script, you still have time to revise that and make sure your greeting there is professional and it is short and concise, di ba? Now, like what I said, di ba? Include your name at the beginning of the call and ask how you can assist. So after you say your name, ayan, happy siya, di ba? Hello, thank you for calling ABC Healthcare. This is RJ. How can I help you today? Or how may I help you today, di ba? So yung example natin, good morning. This is ETUlay. You're speaking to Churati. How may I help you? That's it. Ganun lang kasimple ang ating greeting sa ating pagsagot ng tawag. All right. So the next thing is be warm and enthusiastic. So kapag nag-greet ka pa lang, dapat iparamdam mo how excited you are to provide your service to the caller. Okay, so the way the caller perceives your voice may lead to the type of interaction throughout the call. So imagine if you are boring, if you are a bit, you're lifeless. I mean, you're sleepy. when you greet your customer, that's gonna manifest on your voice and on the call, and it's gonna determine, 'di ba, how the call's gonna run throughout the call, 'di ba? 'Di ba? So you have to be warm and enthusiastic. You have to gather up your energy, and you have to smile to make sure that you emanate, 'di ba? You exude that excitement that you are going to serve another customer, even though sometimes it's not, but you have to really do this because it's your job to, as a representative of your client's business, it's your job to keep their customers so that you can keep your job as well, right? So let the customer feel through your voice that you're ready, open, and keen on talking with him or her, even though she's or he's the 400th customer that you're going to serve and you're out of energy already. It's the last minute of your shift, and um, you're gonna leave after that, diba? You're gonna clock out your attendance and you're gonna go home after the call. You have to make sure that you still reserve the energy that you need throughout the day, up to from the beginning of the day up to the last call that you're going to take. All right. So as an agent, you should avoid sounding cold or down, even if you have personal problems and personal challenges, even if you're not feeling well. Well, if you have those issues, you better not go to work. Okay, because that's not going to help. That's not going to fulfill your purpose as a customer service representative. Okay. No, the second part is while you're talking on the phone. Let's say you have all the energy at the greetings, but since you are tired, you had a day activity, 'di ba? Early on, early on that day, you had a day activity, you weren't able to get enough sleep, you were sleepy, and because you know that you have to be warm, you have to be enthusiastic during the greetings, and you somehow muster up that energy within you, and you were able to greet your customer in a warm, enthusiastic manner, in a concise and professional way. But during the call, your energy suddenly drops because that's it. That's all your energy left, 'di ba? Ang naubos mo sa during the greetings. So yun yung challenge natin, no? Kapag mahaba yung tawag, and sometimes if you're confused about the issues, if you and your customer don't understand one another, it's gonna happen that you're gonna sound bored, dry, monotone, 'di ba? Na kailangan mong i-avoid. So how are you going to avoid that? Make sure that your priority is your job. In the first place, you applied for the job and you need the job because you are going to support your family. You need to support your family. You need to support yourself. You need to pay for your tuition in the future, 'di ba? So give importance to your job and make sure you prepare your body, your mind, even your heart, your emotion to the job that you assume. In fact, um, malaki yung maitutulong niyan sa buhay mo, no? If you give importance, if you're honest in your job, with your job, 'di ba? At kabilang na sa maibibigay natin sa trabaho natin yung dedication natin sa trabaho. And kasama sa dedication is yung preparation ng ating katawan, ng isipan bago tayo pumasok, 'di ba? Para maiwasan natin maging bored, dry, and monotone, 'di ba? So kapag hindi ka na motivated sa trabaho mo, tinatamad ka na, you better let go of that job because hindi rin lang makakatulong 'yon sa trabaho, especially if you are in the customer service department, 'di ba? If you're an agent. Now, so how to keep a conversation professional? So it's a it's an easy thing, 'di ba? Yan kung mapansin niyo siya, 'di ba? While she's talking, she is actually smiling, 'di ba? So add a smile to your voice, and how would you put a smile on your voice? Paano mo 'yan gagawin? Simple lang, ngumiti ka lang habang nagsasalita, 'di ba? You can see the difference. When somebody's speaking with a smile on his or her face, you can hear the difference even if you close your eyes. But if somebody's not smiling during the call, you can hear that as well. There is a change happening in the voice when somebody's not smiling. So just make sure you smile even though your customer couldn't see it, but they can hear that you're happy, that you're energetic, and that you're motivated doing your job. Diba? And they'll be excited to speak with you at the same time. Okay? The second thing is how to keep a conversation. Another thing that you gotta apply is to avoid using slang words, buzzwords, and fillers. Well, in a normal conversation and in a spontaneous speech, it's really hard to avoid buzzword, slang words if you're kind of used to a street conversation, and fillers sometimes. But you have to make sure that you do them at a minimum. Dapat at a minimum, at an acceptable level. So dapat in a minute, sa isang minuto, dapat isang beses ka lang gagamit ng filler word. 'Di ba? At least once every 1 minute. Okay? Para mas ma-minimize natin. No? Avoid using slang words. Do not use buzzwords. So as an alternative for no problem and okay, you can use certainly, very well, all right. And then filler should not be used often. Di ba? Pwede naman gumamit but not too often. Pwede ka naman mag yes sir or uh-huh, pwede naman but not too often like what I said. And phrases that you should avoid like and you know, 'di ba? Yung mga fillers na 'yon. And then take the details completely and accurately. So in a business world, it's important for you to document everything that's going on in the transaction because the next customer service that that's going to handle the issue or the customer's issue that you are handling, like right now, let's say you're handling an issue and then the next customer service, you have to cut down the time that they are um help your the next agent to cut down the time of the call by taking by getting the accurate information, details, 'di ba? Dapat makuha mo na 'yun kaagad. So you have to take the details completely and accurately. And now, for the post test, 'di ba? Nandito na si Tutor Teresa. Get ready, Tutor Mian. She's here already. She's setting up, as you can see in my background. Ayan, nag-hi siya. Well, let's proceed with our post test. This is simple. Boon or bane. Boon if it's correct. Bane if it's not. All right. Number one, to give a professional greeting in answering a telephone, a simple hello will suffice. Okay? Is hello sufficient? Is that boon or bane? You guys can comment your answer in the comment section. All right. Let's get the correct answer. The correct answer for that is bane. All right. Next. Boon or bane? If the company name is exceptionally long, use it together with a tagline. Aha. Kapag mahaba yung pangalan ng company, yung brand, gagamitin mo pa ba yung tagline? Right? Remember one of the principles of professional greeting that we talk about. So considering that, is this boon or bane? All right. So the answer for this one is BANE. All right. So make sure your greeting is concise and professional. So don't use the tagline. You can use the tagline at the end of the call. Okay. Number 3, there is no need for the agent to give his or her full name. The first name is enough. Tama ba yan? Is our first name enough when we're introducing ourselves? Boon or Bane? The answer is Boon. All right, that's enough. Our first name is more than enough when we introduce ourselves. Okay? But if you don't want to use your first name, make sure you are using a permanent, 'di ba? A permanent nickname para alam ni customer kung sino yung kausap niya. Baka pa iba-iba yung nickname mo, 'di ba? Just use a permanent nickname if you're gonna use a nickname. Number 4, do not use slang words, buzzwords, or fillers like yeah and So should I rephrase the question? You should minimize the use of buzzwords or fillers like yeah and um. Um. Diba? Minimize daw. The answer is Boon. Do not use or minimize if you really couldn't avoid it. Number 5, if the caller's voice is unclear, too fast, or you can't spell a name correctly, just guess it. Diba? Especially with names. Say, for example, you do not know my name and I said to you, my name is RJ. Are you gonna write R and J, or are you gonna write ARJAY? So you don't know unless you ask me to spell my name. So if the caller's voice is unclear, too fast, or you can spell a name correctly, just guess it. Can you just guess it? Is it Boon or Bane? And the answer is Bane. Nope, you cannot guess it. Make sure you confirm and you ask your customer to spell his or her name. And yeah, that's going to be all for today. Once again, I'm Tutor T. Thank you so much for accompanying me in this session. And I hope you guys would stick around. Tutor Tres and Tutor Mian coming up after this for the front office services for grade 9 students. See you guys on next Friday.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag ETUlay Level Up. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!